On a cold December night in 2016, popular true crime podcaster Alice Monroe checked into room 207 of a historic inn in Salem, Massachusetts. She was working on a controversial episode about a local cold case. By morning, she was found dead, and her final recording had vanished. Alice Monroe, 34, had built a cult following with her podcast, Echoes of the Unsolved. Known for her sharp intellect and deep dives into cold cases. She was fearless, some said reckless. Her voice was calm, haunting, and addictive. In late 2016, she announced a special episode on a mysterious disappearance from 1984. The Langford Girl Case. A 9-year-old girl, Margaret Langford, had vanished from her bedroom. No body. No suspects. No resolution. Alice said she had found new evidence. And she was going to Salem to investigate. Built in 1889, the Hawthorne Inn was known for antique charm, occasional ghost stories, and now a reputation forever tainted by what happened in room 207. Alice checked in on December 2, 2016. She asked for a room with strong Wi-Fi and a quiet floor. The staff found her polite, if intense. She carried 2 large suitcases, a leather journal, 3 audio recorders, a folder labeled L84, Unofficial Files. She told the front desk clerk, "This episode will shake things up. Not everyone's going to like it." Over the next 48 hours, Alice was seen meeting with several locals. A retired police officer who worked on the original Langford case. The sister of Margaret Langford, now in her 40s. A man named Caleb Rourke, who had been a teenager in the neighborhood back then. Each left her room visibly shaken. The night before her death, a nearby guest reported hearing an argument in room 207. It sounded like a man yelling. Then a thud. Then silence. No one called the front desk. It was Salem, strange noises were normal. The next morning, a cleaner knocked at room 207. No answer. Door was locked from inside. Management used the master key. Inside, they found Alice Monroe slumped over her desk. Headphones still on. Recorder blinking red. She was dead. Cause of death, lethal dose of barbiturates. No signs of forced entry. No external injuries. No fingerprints on the pill bottle. Room was otherwise untouched. The coroner ruled it a possible suicide. But her fans and many investigators disagreed. Why? Because the episode she had recorded was gone. Alice had set up 3 redundant recorders. All were present. But the SD cards were wiped. Her laptop was open, but the audio software had been closed at 2:14 a.m. Even stranger, her paper notes, including the L84 folder, were missing. No signs of a break-in. No security footage showed anyone entering or leaving. But her phone still had a voice memo, left at 1:57 a.m. "If anything happens to me, look at Caleb Rourke. He lied to me. He lied about the girl." Caleb Rourke, 49, was a local handyman. He had a criminal record, minor offenses. He claimed to have known Margaret Langford as a child but denied involvement. He admitted Alice had questioned him aggressively. "She thought I knew more than I did. She got pushy. It freaked me out." He denied being in her hotel room. But a neighbor near the inn came forward. She had seen a man matching Caleb's description leave the back door at 3 a.m. carrying a black duffel bag. Still, with no physical evidence, police could not arrest him. 6 months after Alice's death, her ex-partner, tech specialist Maya Chen, made a discovery. While cleaning Alice's cloud storage, she found a corrupted audio file, auto-uploaded at 2:12 a.m. Maya managed to recover 9 minutes of it. In it, Alice is heard saying, "Caleb said she wandered into the woods. But that's not what the officer told me. He said the Langfords had a family friend who helped with renovations. He lived on the same street. He had keys to the house. Why wasn't he ever questioned? Then, footsteps. Alice says, "What are you doing in here?" Then silence. Then the recorder cuts off. Fans of Echoes of the Unsolved launched a movement. #Justice for Alice. Local law enforcement was pressured to reopen the Langford case and re-examine Alice's death. Caleb Rourke was brought back in. When pressed on the recovered audio, he broke. "I didn't kill the girl. But I knew. I was there. I saw who took her." He named a man, Walter Langford, Margaret's own uncle. Walter Langford, 71, had long moved to Vermont. He had never been questioned in 1984. Upon arrest, police found dozens of photos of young girls. A gold necklace engraved ML. A diary entry. "She cried for days. I had to end it." DNA tests later confirmed bone fragments found on Walter's former property matched Margaret Langford. He was charged with murder and child exploitation. Walter died of a stroke 2 months before trial. Alice Monroe's podcast was posthumously archived and honored by NPR, True Crime Con, multiple journalism awards. Her recovered recording was broadcast as a special episode. Room 207, My Final Investigation. It ends with Alice's voice. "If I'm wrong, I'll accept it. But if I'm right, then the truth deserves to be heard. Even if it kills me." Alice Monroe wasn't a cop. She didn't carry a badge. But with a microphone, a journal, and relentless drive, she uncovered the truth hidden for over 30 years. And though she died in that room, her voice still brought justice.